aboard, folks. We're beginning a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom, with stops along the way in Frontierland and Fantasyland. Sit tight and keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs well inside the train. We're currently departing Main Street Station. And if you're missing those friendly faces already, not to worry. On this train, it's never goodbye. It's always see you real soon.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños.
Hello, my friends. For your safety, please make sure we are sitting down completely. There is no eating, drinking, or smoking while on board this train. There is no, yes. Other than that, please remain seated. Keep your arms inside, please. Thank you.
I was just a young fella on Main Street with a balloon in my hand and a wish in my heart that someday I'd be the conductor of this train. And wouldn't you know it, with a bit of gumption and a dash of magic, here I am. So believe it when I say that around here, anything is possible. See what I mean? Hope you packed a compass, because that, folks, is the sound of adventure. Adventureland, I should say. Whether navigating wild jungle rivers, swashbuckling with jolly buccaneers, or even just scaling a towering treehouse, there's always plenty to explore here in Adventureland. Now, if you're more the rootin' tootin' type, then partner, saddle up, because this here's Frontierland. Home to cowpokes, campfires, and country bears, this outpost is chock full of tall tales and an even taller mountain. We call it Big Thunder. Catch a ride on its runaway trains and you'll see why. On a more musical note, just ahead, Princess Tiana is striking up the band for a big party. She made me promise to tell you folks, you're invited. We've reached Frontierland Station, everyone, so sit tight and hold those horses until we've come to a complete stop. If you disembark, please carry your strollers all the way off the platform to Trolley. Watch your step now. This is Frontierland Station.
As we come into the station, please remain fully seated. I will say the words "all clear" when it is safe to disembark the train.
Tiana's price. That's insane.
Please remain seated.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm almost here. I really don't.
And we are all clear.
y'all. This Zydeco band she found can play. Hallelujah!
They're the P's and D's. I would love for y'all to play at my party
Alright, this Ra-Ra band can jam.
I hope they all come to the party to play. But let's explore a bit more.
How's this?
Time to think big and to get happy.
Where'd they go?
We lost him.
We have to find them.
Wow, this joint is hopping.
These tiny musicians you found really bring the heat.
Let's get you big again. Cause the bigger you are, the bigger the splash.
Não, mas tinha que ser no meu celular.
Everyone in England!
Your feathers.
To see the look on Captain Jack Sparrow's face when he hears that it's only me what's got the goods. Keep still. I'm studying me map. Oh, it's the treasure map for sure and no mistake. And by thunder, that scoundrel Captain Jack Sparrow will never lay eyes on it, nor will kill me.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. That one little one-time rub.
And he has to do it with process.
Your tiger tamer, your snake charmer, your dance instructor. Hey, if you don't like the jokes today, folks, your swimming instructor. We'll begin our journey here in the Amazon rainforest. A very prime location to start, if you ask me. Here on the Amazon, it's said to have rained about 365 days a year. But folks, it looks like we missed some of the rain today. So I am sorry about that. Now, around the corner, you'll see our lovely Inspiration Falls. I bet you're wondering, Skipper Train, how did Inspiration Falls get its name? Well, the legend goes, the longer you stare at the falls, they really do inspire you to go. Hey, deeper and deeper into the jungle, guys. I can't make those jokes here. Anyways, those falls have really inspired me to head down the Congo River next. Now, quick question, guys. How many of you have seen the Jungle Book? Oh, cool. Well, if you haven't, folks, it's right over there. Yeah, the live-action box set. I got it just for you. You're welcome. Up ahead is Boats and Baits and Bites. If you guys like to cruise it up today, you can always rent your own boat from us there. We do offer our standard or the deluxe paddle package. But, folks, it's either or, if you ask me. You know, I don't know what scared our skipper on duty so badly over there. Goodness, folks, what was it? Like a snake in a tree or something? Oh, gosh, sorry. That is a python. Don't get too close. He gets a crush on everyone he sees. Trust me. Whoa! What in the world? Oh, man, looks like the gorillas took over base camp again. That's not good. Oh, look what they did to my Jeep! They left the lights on! They'll never get that thing to turn over. Guess I'll have to call Triple Ape or something. No. Well, I'll take care of this later. Let's head down the Nile River next. Now, the Nile is the longest in the entire world, folks. It's said to go on for Niles. And Niles, and Niles, and Niles. And if you don't believe me, you're probably in denial, of course. And right over there is an African bull elephant. Hey, don't everybody. Hey, watch the language. There's kids on board this thing, buddy. Buddy, I am so sorry you had to hear that. Okay, do not ever repeat that word in front of your parents. But do tell it to all the cool kids in school. They'll love you for that one. Now, my friends, as you round the corner into the African belt, we got some amazing animals to share with you today. Like, the long-necked cheetahs up in the back. The things that killed Mufasa. It's very nice. Some 71 Chevy Impalas for all our dads in the boat. Love that. And, oh, guys, look at that pack of lions watching over the sleepy zebra. Isn't nature amazing? Yeah, he's sleeping. I wonder what's going through his head right now. Probably teeth. Because he's dead. Anyways, moving on, folks. Now, oh my gosh. Oh boy. Hey, Skipper Felix. How's it hanging, buddy? Wow. Folks, that is Felix. It's his first day here on the Jungle Cruise, and probably his last. That's why you don't ever argue with the rider, folks. They always get the point across. In the end. Yeah. Well, hey, while we're over here, fun fact about the Rhino, he can actually reach top speeds of 33 miles per hour, making him the fastest land animal here in the jungle. Yeah, hold on to that fun fact for the rest of the cruise, okay? Now, right over here, guys, are our Nile crocodiles, Smiley and Ginger. Just watch out for Ginger. Ginger snaps. Yeah, she is a real tough cookie, let me tell you. Up ahead, folks, is Schweitzer Falls. These are named after our famed explorer and founder of our jungle navigation company, Dr. Albert Falls. Yeah, Dr. Albert Falls. If you don't get that one, folks, don't worry. We'll go over it later, okay? Well, hey, I bet you're wondering, Skipper Trey, how did you land this job in the jungle? Folks, I think it's pretty plain to see. Yeah, I took a bit of a crash course. That's kind of the tail end of that story, honestly. I've been winging it ever since. Oh, I might have made a wrong turn. Guys, we're creeping up into the hippo pool. Don't be alarmed, they did sink about 6 of our ships today, but I'll be honest, 5 of those are mine. Alright, you're in great hands, don't worry. Now, they can't get too close to us, though. They can actually reach top speeds of 33 miles per hour, making them the fastest land animals here in the jungle. But that's on land. They can't get to us in the water, don't worry. Well, up ahead of us, folks, I guess we know what happened to Felix's boat, don't we? What a shipwreck. Wow. Well, if you want to buy that boat, guys, it is half off today. And if you're curious, we got 2 banks on the river for you. One on the left and one on the right. Now, around the corner, we got Maggie and his girlfriend, Annette, up there. She is quite the cat, let me tell you. Looks like they're catching some butterflies for each other. Now, fun fact about the butterflies, they can actually reach top speeds of 33 miles per hour, making them the fastest land animals here in the jungle. Well, here she is, everybody, the eighth, the wonder of the world. Please put your hands together for the one and only, the backside of water! Man, you just don't see that every day. Unless you're me. Then you have to see it every 15 minutes. Anyway, folks, we're not headed to the Mekong River here in Cambodia. As you can see, we have some alligators joining us today. Please do not put your hands in that water, alright? The last person I told that to was an English teacher, and now she teaches shorthand. Real embarrassing for her. Now, we are approaching our ancient Cambodian temple, folks. Could get pretty painful, guys. Looks like it's a root canal. in the jungle. Well, my friends, we're headed to our ancient Indian elephant bathing pool. One of my favorite spots here on the tour. Hey, take as many pictures as you like, guys. They've all got their trunks on today. Now, I do hate to break it to you. If you think that's water coming out of their noses, it's not. Yeah, I wouldn't sit too close to the windows. Okay, they have awful. Oh my God! Hey, duck! I'm just playing, guys. Just some dry humor for you today. Don't worry. Hey, while we're over here, fun fact about the elephants. They can actually reach top speeds of 33 miles per hour, making them the fastest land animals here in the jungle. I know, you learn something new every day, right? Well, my friends, unfortunately, it does look like our journey has come to a close. I know. Feels like we really bonded out here for the last 10 minutes. Kind of like family. But one last stop before we go, guys. Right over there on the left is our world-famous Trader Sam's gift shop, which definitely wasn't the world-famous Lost and Found just yesterday. No, you cannot prove that in court, alright? If you're wondering where Sam gets all the merchandise, though, you'd be surprised what people leave at stroller parking every day. Pretty crazy. Now, my friends, as you're going back up to the dock and civilization, just remember to remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat, and parents keep supervising your children. Now, on the dock there, guys, you're going to see a skipper named Al. Hi, Skipper Al! Guys, fun fact about Skipper Al. She can actually reach top speeds of 33 miles per hour, making her the fastest land animal here in the jungle. And if you've been keeping up for the past 10 minutes or so, guys, we like to call that a running joke. If you didn't get it, I'll walk you through it later, don't worry. Well, my friends, you have been absolutely outstanding here in this boat today, but I'd like to see you go be outstanding on the dock. Have a great day, guys. Watch your head, watch your step, use that.
Please stay seated until your magic carpet comes to a complete stop, then walk to the nearest exit. Come roger this again. Agrabah. Hope you're on a magical ride. See you soon!
your host, your ghost host. Our tour begins here in this gallery. Here where you see paintings of some of our guests as they appeared in their corruptible, mortal state. Kindly step all the way in, please, and make room for everyone. There's no turning back now.
Drag your bodies away from the walls and into the dead center of the room. My music is
Your cadaverous pallor betrays an aura of foreboding, almost as though you sense a disquieting metamorphosis. Is this haunted room actually stretching? Or is it your imagination? And consider this dismaying observation. This chamber has no windows and no doors. Which offers you this chilling challenge to find a way out. Of course, there's always my way. Oh, I didn't mean to frighten you prematurely. The real chills come later. Now, as they say, look alive, and we'll continue our little tour. And let's all stay together, please.
My friends in the Carousel.
Spirits will materialize only if you remain quietly seated at all times. Oh yes, and no flash pictures, please. We spirits are frightfully sensitive to bright lights. Only ghostly, of course. And marble busts of the greatest ghost writers the literary world has ever known. They have all retired to the haunted beach. Actually, we have 999 happy points. But there's room for 1,000. Any volunteers?
respond. Send us a message from somewhere beyond. Goblins and ghoulies from last Halloween.
They're assembling the
Be sure to bring your death certificate.
Now I will raise the safety bar. And again.
Last call. Secure all cargo. All passengers aboard?
Cargo secured. All passengers boarded, sir.
All hands stand by. Engine room, reverse 1/4. Bowman, cast off bow line.
Aye, aye, sir. Bow line away.
Engine room, ahead 1/4. Sound last bell. Leadsman, sound off. Give me a depth reading by the mark.
By the mark. Aft twin. Mark 1. Mark twin. Mark 3. Mark 4. Deep 4. Ocean deep.
Mark 4. Engine room, ahead 3/4. Stand by. Steady as she goes. Captain?
Welcome aboard the Liberty Bell. I'm your captain, Horace Bixby, and my pilot with me here on the Texas deck is a young cub that goes by the name of Sam Clemens. He's marking his 100th voyage down the river today with nary a calamity on his watch so far. Sam knows this river like his own backyard. Sam, tell our guest everything you know about this river.
Well, now, I always figure it is better to keep your mouth shut and appear stupid than to open it and remove all doubt. But I will tell you this. I love this river more than anything else. I've loved this river even from the time I was a toddler back in Missouri. Before we get too much further out of port, I think I should mention that you best not be sitting on those handrails. They're the only thing between you and the river, and the river don't always take kindly to uninvited guests. We've also had reports of river pirates operating in the vicinity, so I wouldn't lean out beyond those rails for that reason either. Now, for those of you on the port side, that river town we're passing is Frontierland. A few years back, it was no more than a boom town carved out of the wilderness by a handful of settlers looking to start a new life. Today, gentility and decorum are running rampant. Oh, it still has its share of footloose trappers, keelboaters, prospectors, and an Indian or two, but mostly it's flush times and well on its way to becoming a fine big city. Frontierland reminds me some of my own hometown, Hannibal. It takes me back to when I was a barefoot boy growing up alongside the riverbanks. You know, it seems to me that when I was younger, I could remember everything, whether it happened or not. But as I grow older, I seem to remember only the things that never happened at all. That island over across the way on the starboard side was my stomping grounds when I was young. Exceedingly young. Marvelously young. Young by hundreds of years. Younger than I will ever be again. It's called Tom Sawyer's Island and is named for a friend from my boyhood. Even today, the only way you can get there is by raft. Old Man Harper's grain mill is there, back in the woods just off Tom's Landing. And that's Muff Potter's pond and his windmill. We almost hanged Muff once. And there's Huck's Landing. I always did like Huck. He could swear just wonderfully. He and Tom and I spent most of our wild and reckless youth exploring that island. Lots of caves, lots of adventure, if you know where to look. And we all knew where to look. That's Superstition Bridge. It connects the big island to the little one. And if you follow the wilderness trail there, it'll lead you right up to the gates of Fort Langhorne. It's the last trading outpost before we head into Indian country. Look off to the port side there. Every now and then, the water under that crest of rock comes to a natural boil and spurts out all over the place like a tea kettle left on the fire too long. Indians around here used to tell me these geysers were actually unfriendly spirits, upset by uninvited trespassers traipsing all over their sacred hunting grounds. Be that as it may, that's Big Thunder Mountain poking up in the sky over there. The Indians named it that because of the sound the falls used to make when the big rains came. Then the miners and prospectors and get-rich-quick speculators showed up, and the name stuck because of the sound of blasting powder going off every few minutes. There's not so much blasting these days, just ghost stories about a runaway mine train loaded down with simple-hearted, terror-filled folks like you. Well, I'll be. Look who's drifted out of the bayou. Off to port, Captain. It's Beacon Joe.
Old Beacon's been marking this river for longer than I can remember. Every time the river cuts a new channel, Old Beacon puts out a marker to let us know whether it's safe to travel or not. However, Sam here's been bragging that if push came to shove, he could navigate the Liberty Bell on a heavy dew. Isn't that so, Sam?
Well, I was born humble, Captain, but mostly it's worn off. Captain, Indian Village to port.
Now that's something you don't see much out this way. That's an Algonquin Indian village. Looks to be from the Powhatan tribe. Usually they stay further east. I've seen Seminole and Miami this far west, and of course Shoshone, Blackfeet, and Crow, but I've never seen Algonquins out here.
Lots of game out this way. I've seen moose and deer and plenty of other critters along the shoreline.
Could be why the Powhatans are out this far. Just following the food trail. That other village off to port has been here a while. Most of the Indians along the river don't quite know what to make of our steamboat. They call it Penalore, which means fire canoe, because of the smoke and sparks pouring out of our topstack. The first time we passed this way, they thought it was the return of one of their heavenly messengers. They said our riverboat was a comet of the sun. Just beyond the village, up that hill, is their sacred burial ground. And those who fall in battle are placed atop the traditional bed of death. After nightfall, they'll return to mourn the great warriors who brought honor to the tribe.
Attention deck watch. Shoals to port and starboard. Engine room, steady on.
We're entering shallow water, but there's no cause for worry. Sam knows every shoal and shallow, every snag and sandbar in this part of the river, and he'll navigate us through to safe water. You wouldn't steer us wrong, would you, Sam?
I believe we ought never to do wrong, Captain, especially when others are looking. Leadsman, sing out.
Mark 1, quarterless 3, half twain, half Mark Twain, quarterless, red flag, touch it.
Those of you that have been this way before know that the water can get fairly shallow along this stretch of the river. The leadsmen call out the depth. Each mark is a fathom, or 6 feet. Mark Twain is 2 fathoms, and for us that means safe water.
Captain, we're passing Cutthroat Corner. Attention deck crew, stay alert. If there's river pirates out here, this is where they'll most likely be. Yep, I can hear them from here. But from all the commotion, it sounds like their interests lie elsewhere. If you folks on deck look past the trees on the island, that's Fort Langhorne. Most of these old forts started out as trading posts. Then as settlers started heading west, the army came in and took them over. My feeling is, these days, there's a lot less frontier and a lot more civilization than is truly necessary. Leadsman, give me a depth reading. Sing out.
By the mark, half twain, Mark 1, Mark Twain, no bottom, safe water, Mark Twain, safe passage.
You see that brick mansion back over yonder there in the woods? I've heard folks hereabouts say it's haunted. They say it was built on sacred Indian burial grounds, so now it's filled with spirits. If you ask me, I'd say the ones telling those tales are the ones filled with spirits. If you want proof, just ask them. They got it. About 100 proof, I reckon. And whatever you do, don't strike any matches if they aim to breathe in your direction, or you won't just be seeing ghosts, you'll be joining them. We're approaching Liberty Square, which is home port for us. We'll be putting into dock shortly, so those of you on the upper 2 decks might be of a mind to collect all your parcels and head to the lower deck. If you got young'uns, you'll want to take them in hand before they get out of hand. On behalf of the captain, myself, and the crew, thanks for flying the waterways with us, and I hope I see you next time round the river bend.
Thanks, Sam, and thank you, everyone, for traveling the rivers of America with us today.
Approach levee at 1/4 steam. Man the bow line. Purser, check freight and cargo. All hands prepare to dock. All passengers, stand by to go ashore.
Howdy, folks. If you're just joining us, a hearty welcome aboard. We're heading for our next stop, Fantasyland, before carrying on to Main Street, USA. Everybody stay seated and keep your hands and arms, feet and legs safely inside the train. And as always, keep an eye on your little ones.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Those of you who've been riding with me for a spell already know how much I love minding this railroad. But for those times I'm fixing for something a bit wilder, Big Thunder Mountain is the place. Because there, the trains have a mind of their own. Change in scenery means we've left the rattle and rumble of that old gold mine behind and entered my favorite leg of the journey. Lush wilderness, calm waters, and untamed beauty. Folks, we're in nature's wonderland. Isn't it something? Just think of the extraordinary things to see and do in these woods. Hiking trails, bird calls, fireflies, and starry nights. Setting out for adventure at sunrise and telling the tale around a campfire that night. Considering how wonderful things are out here, I'm fortunate that some of my closest friends call it home. That village is a truly special place. Folks, we're just about out of the woods and into the forest. The enchanted forest of Fantasyland, where magic... Listen. Hear that?
There it is! On that big metal snake!
Oh, Peter, that's not a snake. It's a train.
Train, huh? Well, I think it's finally time I trained my shadow to stay put! Hey! Get back here, Shadow! Shadow!
Oh, Tinkerbell, we really must find some stronger friends.
Told you it's enchanted, and not just the forest. From the tips of castle spires to the sands under the sea, magic and happily ever afters await around every corner in Fantasyland. Friends, travelers, children of all ages, we're coming down the track and headed circus. This is the place to soar with Dumbo, or join Goofy in his stunt plane for some airborne acrobatics. This station is also your gateway to the rest of Fantasyland and Tomorrowland. Now, please wait until the train has come to a complete stop. Gather your juggling pins, unicycles, and straws away from the platform before unfolding them. That way we can start loading up for the next leg of our trip. For those disembarking, please watch your step and thanks for traveling with us. I hope you join us again real soon.
As we arrive at the station, please remain seated until we come to a full and complete stop. And you hear me say all clear when it's safe to exit the train. Once again, please remain fully seated until we come to a full and complete stop. You hear that whistle from the train, and you hear me say all clear. Remain seated, please. Please remain seated. We're slowing down. Remain seated, please. All clear. Welcome to Fantasyland. This is your closest station to TRON Lightcycle Run, 7 Doors Mine Train, Pink Silly Sideshow, and the rest of Tomorrowland.
May I have your attention? Please remain seated. This ride has stopped temporarily and will resume motion at any time. Please remain seated for your own safety. Thank you.
This drive will be in motion immediately. For your safety, please remain seated. Thank you.
Exit to the right onto the moving ramp and watch your step. Please do not lift up on your safety bar. It will lift automatically.
Welcome to It's a Small World. For your safety, please remain seated throughout your voyage, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat. And please watch your children. Thank you. Bienvenidos. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del barco. Y cuide a los pequeñitos. Gracias. Welcome to It's a Small World. For your safety, please remain seated.
No, I think it's just like a shell of a mouse. There's nothing inside, like you can't get it. No. It's just like at the distance. It's
We sent her to Ursula. Yes. Ursula has great powers. See for yourself. Oh, yes.
Yes, indeed. Yes, I do.
She ain't a mermaid no more. She's a pretzel now. I mean,
It was so good to see you.
permanezcan sentados con el cinturón ajustado y mantengan sus manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del vehículo. Cuiden a los pequeñitos.
Please remain seated and enjoy your flight.
To make Dumbo fly higher, lift and hold the lever in the up position.
Team Blue Lightcycle Run upload sequence. Remember, hold on, keep your head up, and face forward. Initiate in 3,
You've got the stick, Space Rangers. Set course for Planet C. Stand by to disengage autopilot. Stick, Space Rangers. Set course for Planet C. These power-hungry robots are Zerg's first line of defense. Neutralize them with your laser cannons. Stabilize your flight path. Aim for the Z's.
Seize them, and their little piggy friends too. True late stage struggles, prepare to face the full power of my secret weapon.
Maximum acceleration. Check your navigator. Set coordinates from Gamma Quadrant. Space Invaders, concentrate your firepower on Zerg's secret weapon.
No, stop that. I will destroy them. Do you hear? And destroy them all.
Together ourselves for transportation.
Mission accomplished, Space Rangers. Check this
your car. And please supervise younger beings. Stay clear of the doors, which will open and close automatically. Enjoy your journey.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga sus manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del vehículo. Y cuida a sus niños. Gracias.
Please step carefully onto the moving platform, then step into the car. For your safety, remain seated at all times, keeping hands, arms, feet, legs, and other appendage inside the car, stepping away to the right. Thank you. Stay clear of the doors.
This is the TTA Blue Line. Non-stop service around tomorrow.
Greetings, intergalactic travelers. Welcome aboard the PeopleMover, presented by Enterprise. I'm Borak 5, your guide aboard this highway in the sky, the absolute best way to see Tomorrowland. And my stars, is there ever lots to see? From spacecraft to monster labs, there's really nothing like today in Tomorrowland.
For your safety, if you have wings, jetpacks, or gravity polarizers, please do not take flight while on board. Thank you.
The next station is Tomorrowland Urban Planning and Star Traders. Transfer to green and red lines.
Don't worry, your express train keeps on rolling through the future, right by two of my favorite spots. First up, Progress City, Walt Disney's amazing dream for a community of tomorrow. Did you know Progress City inspired Epcot? And a lot of the visionary ideas throughout Walt Disney World. Look, there's even a tiny PeopleMover. I wonder if that means there's a tiny board. On your right is Star Traders, home to the greatest goods in the galaxy. Except actual stars. Those are no longer sold.
Now approaching Tomorrowland Speedway and TRON Lightcycle Run.
I love a good circuit, and these are two of the best tracks in the cosmos for a bit of light, speedy competition.
Attention all visitors from Galaxy M31. Please keep forward-facing tentacles clear of oncoming vehicles. Thank you.
This is Starport 75.
Or as we locals call it, Space Rim. Our high-speed rocket port to distant deep space destinations.
Relaxation wash over you at the most refreshing retreat in the galaxy, the coral rooms of Pisces 7. You H2O it to yourself. Book today.
Mr. Tom Morrow, please contact Mr. Johnson in the control tower to confirm your flight to the moon. Thank you.
This is Starboard 75.
Attention all visitors from Galaxy M31. Please keep forward-facing tentacles clear of oncoming vehicles. Thank you.
Is the Astro Orbiter, our celestial symbol of interplanetary harmony and fellowship. Hop aboard and launch high above Tomorrowland for a spin amongst the planets.
Station is Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress.
As usual, we'll keep moving ahead, and so does the carousel. Like progress itself, this theater never stops, inspiring new generations to dream of a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Space Rangers, report to your star cruiser and join me on this daring space mission against the evil Emperor's Earth.
Affirmative. We're on it, Buzz. You can count on us.
Monsters Incorporated laugh floor.
Mike Wazowski has brought in some real monsters of comedy. Whether you have one eye or 9, take the time to see this show.
Now approaching Tomorrowland Transit Authority Station.
My fellow sentient life forms, our PeopleMover journey has nearly come full orbit. Thanks for riding with us. It's been a pleasure to have you aboard. And even though we're concluding, this is always my favorite part. Because now is the time, now is the best time to go out and explore tomorrow, today. See you in the future.
This is the TTA Blue Line, non-stop service around Tomorrowland.
Away from the doors and remain seated until they open automatically. Step onto the moving platform with caution and exit by stepping away from the car. Thank you. Please keep arms, antennae, and other appendages away from the doors and remain seated until they open automatically. Step onto the moving platform with caution.
Hey, Walt Disney.
Welcome to Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress. You're in for a real treat. The Carousel of Progress was Walt's own idea from beginning to end. He loved it. He introduced the show at the World's Fair in New York City in 1964, and it was an immediate smash hit. Millions of people came to see it. And since then, the Carousel of Progress has had more performances than any other stage show in the history of American theater. You know, Walt loved the idea of progress, and he loved the American family. And he himself was probably as American as anyone could possibly be. He thought it would be fun to watch the American family go through the 20th century, experiencing all the new wonders as they came. And he put them together in a show called Carousel of Progress, which we are now about to see. Although our Carousel family has experienced a few changes over the years, our show still revolves around the same theme, and that's progress. May the century begin.
There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow is just a dream away. And that's so sharp.
There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away. It looks like the Robins are getting ready to celebrate Valentine's Day today. What year is it? Oh, right around the turn of the century. And believe me, things couldn't be any better than they are today. Yes, sir, buildings are towering now as high as 20 stories. And moving pictures flicker up on a big screen. We have almost 8,000 automobiles in this country, and we can travel by train from New York to California in less than 7 days. And I even hear tell about two brothers from North Carolina who are working on some kind of flying contraption. It'll never work. Closer to home, we've now got gas lamps, a telephone, and the latest design in cast iron stoves. And that reservoir keeps 5 gallons of water hot in just 3 buckets of coal. Oh boy, it sure beats chopping wood. And isn't our new ice box a beauty? Look at that, holds 50 pounds of ice. Milk doesn't sour as quick as it used to. And our dog Rover here keeps the water in the drip pan from overflowing. It wasn't too long ago we had to carry water from a well. And thanks to progress, we've got a pump right here in the kitchen. Of course, we keep a bucket of water handy to prime it with. Yes, sir, we've got everything we need to make life easier. Say, Mother, I was reading about a fellow named Tom Edison who's working on an idea for snap-on electric lights.
Electric lights? No more kerosene. No more gas.
Sarah sure gets to the core of the apple.
But we do have this new wash day marvel. Now it takes me only 5 hours to do the wash. Imagine, it used to take 2 days.
Oh, that's right, folks. Now Sarah has time for other things
Like canning and cleaning the oven.
Yes, dear.
Ovens don't just clean themselves, you know.
I know, dear. And they probably never will.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to get the laundry off the line before it starts raining cats and dogs.
Don't worry, Rover. She didn't mean real dogs. Besides, it's not going to rain today. My lumbago isn't acting up.
I'm not going to say I told you so.
Oh, look at it come down. All you have to do is put your wash on the line, right? Oh, well, the cistern was low anyway.
Wow, look at that.
Now, James, I thought I told you to ask my permission before using my new stereoscope. It's not a toy, you know.
Ooh la la. So that's little Egypt doing the hoochie coochie, eh, Dad?
Isn't she a knockout? She's the star of the new World's Fair in St. Louis, and you put that away before your mother finds it.
Aw, Dad.
You heard me. Well, we have one of those new talking machines. Now that is something. It plays music right here in our home.
There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
She keeps that thing going all day long. Progress.
Oh, Papa.
Yes, Patricia?
Papa, all these people. I'm indecent.
don't worry, Patricia. They're friends. That's our teenage daughter. She's getting ready to go to a Valentine's dance across town on one of those new horseless trolleys.
I think it's very romantic you're taking Mother out for Valentine's dinner this evening.
Well, you know what kind of sport I am.
I only hope I have an evening as romantic as yours and Mother's.
Now, you be home by 9 o'clock, daughter. You hear me?
Yes,
Oh, well, with all this talking, I've worked up quite a thirst. I think I'll take one of those newfangled trolleys down to the drugstore soda fountain and meet the boys for a cold sarsaparilla. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. We're drinking root beer now. Same kind of thing, different name. Well, that's progress for you. And speaking of progress,
There's a great big beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow just a dream away.
phew, boy, hottest 4th of July we've had in years. We've come a long way, though, since the turn of the century, over 20-some-odd years ago. You know that pilot fella, Charles Lindbergh? He's about to fly a single-wing airplane all the way across the Atlantic. He's never going to make it. And sports stadiums are springing up all over. And boy, nobody hits that old horsehide like that new fella Babe Ruth. Jazz music is the cat's meow. And there's been ads in the paper for months for a movie starring Al Jolson. And he's going to talk and sing. Oh, boy, I've got to see that. There goes Schwartz in his upmobile. He sure loves that horn. You know, in my new Essex, I've got an electric starter. Now I don't have to crank. We can travel from New York to Los Angeles by train in only 3 days. And we've got a house full of new electrical servants. Mr. Edison sure added life to our home. Whoa there, you blow a fuse. Crap, that's the 3rd one this week. I buy fuses by the case. Uh-oh, and I've blown the whole neighborhood again. Easy, Rover. Jimmy, hurry up with that fuse.
Shucks. Every time he has company, he blows a fuse. And guess who always has to change it?
I heard that, young man. I heard that.
Oh, well, that's more like it. John, yours is the last costume I've got to finish before the parade starts.
Sarah's Ladies Club is responsible for our town's 4th of July celebration tonight. She's got us all roped into performing in their program.
And I've decided we're going as George and Martha Washington, dear.
Oh, the father of our country. That's a role that really fits me. You know,
I'm so glad we installed an electric light fixture here on the porch, because it's just too darn hot to be sewing inside.
Yes, Sarah. You know, next year I'd like to go as Benedict Arnold.
Wait until you see what I've got planned for the fireworks show tonight.
Rover, don't interrupt while Sarah's interrupting.
And guess who volunteered to choose the music for the program?
I did, Pop. Listen to this.
Oh, that's a nice tune, Jimmy. You know, with our new Crosley radio set, we can get news and big-time entertainment from all over the country, even Pittsburgh.
We're starting to arrive downtown for a spectacular 4th of July parade and fireworks event tonight.
Oh, Patricia.
Yes, Father?
Better get a move on. The radio says folks are arriving downtown.
Do I really have to go? If my new boyfriend Theodore sees me in this, it'll scare him away.
Well, dear, if that happens, you'll always have that torch you can carry for him.
Oh, Father.
Calm down, Rover. I was only kidding. By the way, we have indoor plumbing now. Oh, boy, that's really great on cold nights, especially for our perennial house guest, old Uncle Orville. Uncle Orville's taken over the coolest spot in the house, of course, and he's rigged up a real clever contraption. He calls it air cooling. Too bad he's not reading the help wanted ads.
No privacy at all around this place.
Sorry, Orville. You know, considering all the... Oh, coming, Martha, as I was saying, considering all the conveniences we now have, I'll say that we're really on easy street these days. It just can't get any better. Just goes to show that
There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away.
Well, it's another Halloween here in the fabulous 40s. Everything is better than ever now, and we've got some amazing new wonders around the house to prove it. For instance, our refrigerator holds more food and ice cubes. And thanks to our automatic dishwasher, I don't have to dry the dishes anymore after supper. Gives Rover and me more time to enjoy our evening stroll together. Later, boy. Oh, and here's something else that's new. I just heard a new term today on the radio. Fella says, we've got something now called the rat race. Did you ever hear that one? It sure describes my life. I'm involved in something now called commuting. I drive into the city for work all day and then turn right around and drive all the way back. And the highway is crowded with fellow rats doing the same thing.
That's what they call progress, dear.
Yeah, I guess she's right. But we do have television when it works. Gives you something to do after you come home. I kind of like it, you know? Guy named John Cameron Swayze gives us all the news. And then they have all this singing and dancing. A lot of fluff, but it's fun. You know, I predict the day when millions of people will learn Latin and Greek sitting in front of their TV sets.
Are you awake, dear? Give him a left, you big lord.
Ah, yes, a new age of electronic civilization is upon us.
Hey, Dad, what do you think of my jack-o'-lantern?
Oh, boy, that's scary.
That's because I'm using my beautiful sister Patty's picture for a model.
Down, Rover. Jim, Rover appreciates your joke.
Now, you're always kidding poor Patty. She's certainly prettier than either of you.
You hear that? My daughter Patty is using that old exercise machine she rescued from the attic. It was all the rage in the 20s. Grandma, of course, had to have one. Didn't work then, doesn't work now. Consistent, at least. Makes a lot of noise and blows fuses.
As I was saying, Dad, I think college is really swell. You should give it a try.
Oh, Patty, are you going to the Halloween party tonight?
Oh, yes. And I'm hoping to lose a few more inches by then, since I'm going with that Riverboat Wilfred.
Wilfred? What a slug!
He's coming as the headless horseman.
It's this.
Come on, Ben. That Claude Howard you're going with is no rattlesnake ride.
Oh, poor Howard. I wonder what they said about me when I was dating Sarah. You're lucky, Rover. You don't have to date. Well, we're caught up in the do-it-yourself craze these days. We're remodeling our basement in something called a rumpus room. And we're looking forward to a few rumpuses, I'll tell you, as long as they don't get out of hand.
John, this papering is getting out of hand. I could use a little help.
Now, Sarah, didn't I set up that clever automatic paint stirring machine for you?
Yes, John, you're a genius. Of course, this will ruin my food mixer. Not that you'd care.
Oh, good old Sarah. Always the last laugh. What happened, Sarah?
Oh, you and your progress. That paint mixer of yours just sloshed paint across my room.
Now, how do you like that? I always say if you're going to be married, marry a girl with a sense of humor. Well, it's time to move on. Let's cheer up Sarah by singing our song. Come on, everybody.
There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day.
It's a dream come true for you and me.
So there's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away.
Isn't it a pleasant holiday? Oh, turkey's in the oven, it's peaceful and quiet.
Yes! 300 points, my best score yet.
Well, it was peaceful until Santa brought that new virtual reality space pilot game.
Your turn, Grandma. Let's switch the image over to the TV so the resident flying ace can show you how it works. Now, it's a little tricky. Just use your game glove to fly behind the other guy and blast him with your laser blaster.
Laser blaster? Well, I'll give it a try.
Take a look around, Grandma. You're in the ship.
Feels like I'm really there.
Okay, get ready. You're about to blast off.
Here goes nothing. Whoa.
All right, here it comes. Oh, you missed him.
Hey everybody, I'm done programming our new voice activation system.
Now all our household items will do anything we tell them to do.
Great. Tell the refrigerator to bring me a root beer.
Well, it can't quite do that. But I'll show you something it can do. Tree lights 30% brighter.
Oh, that's no big deal. Anybody can do that voice activated stuff. Watch it. Robert, speak.
John, the oven should respond to your voice commands now. Give it a try.
Okay, here goes. Temperature to 375.
Temperature increase to 375. Look at that. It even talks back.
Reminds me of certain people I know.
Yeah, right, Dad.
You gotta lose him, Grandma. Bank to the right.
Remember Dad's turkey last year?
Yeah, that thing really smoked up the place when it burned, didn't it?
We ended up microwaving frozen pizzas.
Well, no need to worry about the turkey this year. Not with an oven that will do anything your father tells it to do.
Ooh, good shot.
Did you see that?
Dad, Grandma's up to 550 points.
Did you say 550? Hey, she's getting the hang of that thing.
I can't believe all the new gadgets they've got now. You know, in my day.
Oh, no. You're not going to tell us about the old days when you didn't even have a car phone.
Hey, Trish, for a while we didn't even have a house phone. Not to mention laser discs, high-def TV, everything's automated today. Including, well, including that.
No privacy at all around this place.
Sorry, Harvey. Anyway, you guys don't know how good you got it now, do you?
You know, my grandpa told me the very same thing when I was a kid.
Take that, you nincompoop!
Hey, check it out, Dad. Grandma's up to 975 points.
Wow, 975?
Temperature increase to 975. Make mode overload. Command.
John, what's wrong with the oven?
What,
Make mode complete. Enjoy your meal. Anyone for pizza?
Oh, another Christmas turkey ruined.
Man, what a game. I really smoked those guys. Looks like I'm resident flying ace now.
Oh, best 2 out of 3, Grandma.
Later, kid. Boy, that was fun. What will they think of next?
Who knows? We've got a whole new century waiting for us out there.
Yeah, and maybe sometime in the new century, your father will learn how to talk to our oven.
well, maybe by then ovens will read our minds. But hey, as long as we're all here and happy and together for the holidays, who cares if I burned our Christmas turkey?
I do. I'm starving.
Don't worry, Dad. Someday, everything's going to be so automated, you won't ever have to cook another Christmas turkey again.
There's a great big beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day.
Every day, there's a great big beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away.
Thank you for joining us on Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress. We hope you've enjoyed this tribute to the 1964 Carousel of Progress from the New York World's Fair. Please gather all of your personal belongings and exit through the doors located at the back of the theater. Have a great big beautiful day. And remember, tomorrow is just a dream away.
Attention Space Mountain passengers. Space Mountain is a thrilling high-speed turbulent roller coaster type ride in the dark that includes sharp turns, sudden drops, and stops. For a safe space flight, you should be in good health and free from high blood pressure, heart valve, or neck problems.
motion sickness or other conditions that could be aggravated by this adventure. Expectant mothers should not ride, and passengers who do not meet the minimum height requirement may not ride. Be sure to supervise children at all times, and remember that passengers in wheelchairs must transfer into a rocket to participate in this launch. Thank you, and enjoy your flight. Attention Space Mountain passengers. Space Mountain is a thrilling, high-speed, turbulent roller coaster type ride in the dark that includes sharp turns, sudden drops, and stops. For a safe space flight, you should be in good health and free from high blood pressure, heart attack, and neck problems, motion sickness, or other conditions that can be aggravated by this adventure. Accepting mothers.
Literally flying through. So you don't want to ride this, Ryan? No. Okay. That's fine. Listen. I know what was happening there for one of the ready? All right. Just listen. I need to see. You'll never remember a lot more ever for the rest of your life. There they go!
supervise younger pilots. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado con el cinturón de seguridad ajustado y mantenga sus manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del cohete. Cuide a los pequeños pilotos. Gracias.
3, 2, 1. Blast off.
Astro Orbiter is now immediately descent. Please remain seated until your rocket has stopped. Then follow the arrows to flight. Welcome back, pilot.
Please remain seated till your rocket has come to a full and complete stop. And exit on your left-hand side and your left-hand side only. Make sure to grab all personal belongings as you exit and have a magical rest of your night here at the Magic Kingdom.
Looks like we're on our way, and I'm so glad to have you with us. The next leg of our journey takes us to Main Street, USA. We'll head for Frontierland after that. Stay seated and keep your hands and arms, feet and legs inside the train at all times. Oh, and please keep an eye on Gracias. Next up is a place that's always ahead of the curve, and not just because we're on the straightaway. Our metropolis of mechanical marvels, Tomorrowland. As you know, I love this railroad about as much as a songbird loves the moon. But I'm still awed by the
Locomotive maintaining trajectory. Intervention not required. Users, please proceed to TRON Lightcycle run for upload. Once digitized, you may board your Lightcycle and join the games. Fair warning, users. Competition is fierce and fast. Stick together. It's your only hope for victory.
And that's the secret that makes intergalactic travel possible. So simple once you hear it, right? Yes, sirree, in this place of boundless optimism, the possibilities are endless. You might say the sky's the limit, but even that is no obstacle in Tomorrowland. trip around the Magic Kingdom is almost complete. I can't thank you enough for spending part of your day with me. And I hope you've enjoyed your journey as much as I've appreciated being a part of it. We're now approaching our most charming destination, Main Street, USA. A place where the only thing sweeter than the townsfolk is the treats. After our stop, we'll be heading for Frontierland, followed by a visit to Fantasyland. For now, stay seated until our train comes to a complete stop. Then pick up your belongings and carefully disembark. If you have strollers to unfold, please take them all the way beyond the platform so new passengers can safely hop aboard. It'd be mighty kind of you. And while we're being neighborly, what say we give our fellow travelers a friendly wave hello? This is Main Street Station, after all. Welcome to Main Street, USA.
As we arrive at the station, please remain seated until the train has come to a going complete stop. The engineer gives the whistle and I use this to magic words ball cleared. But that hasn't happened yet, so please remain seated. We are still moving, so please wait for it. Wait for it. I did not say you could get off yet. Please stay seated. Now we are all clear. Please watch your head and step as you exit the train. This is Main Street Station.
doctor, lawyer, merchant, chief. We all